this theme park in Thailand might have the best selection of flat rides in the world. So this is Siam Park in Thailand. It's located near Bangkok. And it probably has one of the world's best selections of flat rides. So we started by doing this swing, it's like a swing pirate ship, but it goes upside down. This has always been on my bucket list of flat rides to do, so I'm super glad I got to do it. It probably has some of the most insane hang time on earth. There's like, on the first swing it barely makes it over, so there's a good like 10 seconds of hang time, which is insane. So next we went on the park's boomerang. If you don't know, it's a coaster that goes down, does a cobra roll, which is that inversion there, does a loop, and then does it backwards. Now normally these are quite rough, but I didn't find this one that rough, especially how old this whole theme park is, so I'm assuming it's quite old. So it was genuinely quite a good coaster, and probably the best coaster in the park. So then this ride, just don't go on it. Please, just don't go on it. It's really nauseating, and even for me, I'm not someone who gets nauseous with rides, but even this was super nauseating for me, and it's quite boring and quite forceless. So don't go on this, and it also has a long ride cycle. And then we went on this in this kind of bit with a roof that has just so many flat rides, like this one where you're in these things flipping, and it only has a seatbelt to hold you in, which is really cool. I don't know if there's many other upside down rides out there that only use a seatbelt to hold you in. It isn't even a seatbelt. It's like the rope is only held in by like a buckle. So really unrestricted restraint, so really cool ride. And then I did my first Tagada. If you don't know what that is, it's this ride right here, you'll see it going. A lot of, from like videos I've seen of them, a lot of them look quite insane. This one was, I think, a bit tamer, maybe because it's old. But anyway, that was my first Tagada, and in general, pretty good rides. And then we went on the park's SLC, which is a suspended looping coaster. That's what it stands for, called Vortex. And here's the thing, it's an extremely rough ride, but because the designers decided to be nice and make some really nice pads on the restraints, it actually wasn't all that bad. Not very, very intense. I feel like it could have benefited with being a bit taller, so I think I might have preferred Boomerang, but it's definitely an okay coaster. Still very rough, but the restraints are padded, which makes it painless. So that was really fun. So the next ride we went on was the Log Flume. Now this is by far like the best themed ride in the park. I think there's not really any other rides with any theming apart from the train ride, which I went on but I didn't film, it's a pretty weird ride. It's like a dinosaur ride, but all the dinosaurs are painted in mad colours. It's quite a cool ride though. It's definitely something you should buy for novelty if you go there. But anyway, back to the Log Flume. It has 3 drops. Then some free floating flume sections in between. So this is the first drop, and what's cool about it is it has turntables. So I've not really seen any other Log Flumes in the world to do this, but yeah, this first drop is backwards. The whole ride isn't backwards, but just this first drop is backwards, which I find really cool. So yeah, it's actually a good drop because it's backwards, although it's quite small. And then after that, there's more flume section, like just free floating. And then you get to this other one, where there's a turntable at the top, and then it just has a small drop. And it's not really a thrilling drop, it's just kind of there so that it's not doing absolutely nothing. And it's also a good place to put the turntable. And anyway, after that, it goes straight for a bit. And then there's a turnaround with this massive log, which is a cool theming piece. Yeah. And then after this, is the highlight of the ride, the big drop. So you go up into this really cool sculpture of a lion and a tiger mouth. So you're into the tiger mouth and out of the lion mouth. So you go up the lift hill and into the tiger mouth. The only problem I can find with this, it's a pretty big one, is just I think looking at the inside you already know the problem. But it looks really cool on the outside, and for a park with not really any theming, like no theming, and it's not like the prettiest park ever, it's a pretty good theming piece. So anyway, then you get to the top. It goes super slow at the top. I don't know why, maybe because they can't get a current up there. And then it drops. Now this drop is a double drop. So the second bump, you get some good airtime. So it's definitely a good drop, and you get quite wet at the bottom. So yeah, definitely a good ride. If you go there, definitely experience it. But it will probably have the longest line in the park. We went, but the lines there aren't long anyway. Like, we went on a national holiday for Thailand, and this was the longest line, probably about 30 minutes. All the other ones were pretty much walk on. But this will be like the longest line you're waiting in the park. So then we were already wet, so we thought, let's go to the water park, which has a slide that tries to kill you. This isn't the only slide, there's a couple others, but if you see how much airtime that I just got, it tries to kill you. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised there's no accidents on it, but anyway, it's an amazing slide. Definitely go on it. You do have to be 1.5 meters tall to do it, so I was only just tall enough. So anyway, this is the next thing I did. It's called Takeoff. Now I think it's a really good ride. There's definitely some weird forces, and it's quite unique. I've never really seen a ride like that. So definitely one worth doing if you come here. And there's just so many other rides that I haven't mentioned or haven't got footage of that you should definitely do if you come here. So overall, it's a really good theme park. It's just not the best quality. Make sure to come on a weekend, because if you come on a weekday, all the rides could be closed. There's a lot of reviews saying that, so maybe don't come on the weekday. Anyway, bye!